Hey, energy party people. That's right. It's Monday again. The day that keeps coming round. Okay. So while we are waiting for the gathering of the hordes of people, let's go ahead and do a little smudging. Okay. Ooh, hello. So a little smudging of the area, clearing the space, waiting for the hordes of people to gather. Oh, I see one eyeball. There's probably two eyeballs there. Why am I singing? I don't know, because that's what I do. All right. So, smudging the area. And as always, if you want to, oh, never mind. I was going to invite you, mystery person, to expose yourself. Just kidding. Hi, Mimi. You beat me to it. Okay. So, well, Mimi, I hope you're having a lovely day so far. Thank you for joining me and Coop shortly. Yeah, so what do I want to say here? Um oh yeah, so this episode of Magic Mondays is brought to you by my sponsor. Wouldn't it be nice? Makers of fine wooden furniture. That's right. Wouldn't it be nice? Okay. Um, yeah, well, I'll just talk about I know I talk about TV things too much, but here we go. Uh, it's one of my comforts. I'm not gonna lie. I am grateful for TV. I know a lot of lofty woo-woo people are like, "Well, I don't even own a TV." Well, good for you if you can do that. I'm sure you have your own distractions as well. Um, yeah, but there was something on TV recently that was just, oh my God, this won't stop smoking. Um, I just thought I'd bring it up. Hey, Charlene, thank you. Charlene, Charlene or Charlene, I got mixed up about how to say that name ever since the show Designing Women, and one of the main characters, of course, Jean Smart as Charlene. But anyway, however you pronounce your name, I have a fear of fucking people's names up. So however you say your name, welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's try to get this out here. Okay. Yeah, so there was so there was a show on the other night, and we just kept going back to it to see what was happening just because it was so like, oh, and it was called A Very Boy Band Holiday. Hmm. I'm not sure of all the boy bands that were part of this show, but I believe it was Boys to Men, or two of the boys that are now men. They have now gone to men, Boys to Men. And I think it was some members of NSYNC. Of course, not Justin Timberlake. He, I'm sure, couldn't be bothered doing anything like that. Um, all I have written down here is OMG, so cringy. But at one point, when we tuned in toward the end of the show, they were supposed to all be meeting, like a bunch of other pieces of boy bands showed up too. Um, yeah, was it like El DeBarge? I don't know. Yeah, and then so they're supposed to be like in this cabin somewhere on a trip together, all the boy bands, and having their very boy band holiday. And then, oh gosh, one of the Spice Girls showed up, and she's like, "Hey, you guys, like, hi Yvonne, thanks for being here." Yeah, I think it was Sporty Spice. It wasn't any of the ones I know of, and the Spice Girls were not my thing, but of course she said things like, oh, she said she was the owner of the cabin they were in, and yeah, they needed to be quiet or something silly. And then of course she was able to work in, tell me what you want, what you really, really want, and yeah. Oh, and she said all the electricity for that cabin was produced by, that's right, girl power. Anyway, it was cringy and yeah. Anyway, so not great. But there was something great on, and I've recommended it to a few people. One of them was Coop. He never got back to me, so how dare he possibly not watch the show I told him to check out. And my best friend Sadie, I asked her to watch it too, or I didn't ask her to watch it, but I mentioned it to her as well, and it's called, it's one of those live in front of a studio audience. I guess it's always Norman Lear shows. I love Norman Lear. I think he's just such a cutie. And he's 99. Yeah, and this time it was a live reenactment of an episode of The Facts of Life and Different Strokes. So good, so weird in the best possible way, and there were some super awesome guest stars, and I won't spoil anything for you if you wanna check it out on Hulu. Um, yeah, but live in front of a studio audience, so much fun, and this is no spoiler because it was part of what made me wanna watch it. First of all, Jennifer Aniston as Blair, let's see, Gabrielle Union as Tootie, um Catherine Hahn as Natalie did such a good job. Not Catherine, I'm sorry, Catherine Hahn, I know this is good stuff. Joe Polnicek, and then, I always forget the actress's name as Natalie, but she was really, really good. And then whoever played Mrs. Garrett, was amazing. But what really and there were fun guest stars, which I won't spoil, but, and then when they reenacted the, uh, Different Strokes episode, such a fun guest star, which I'm definitely not gonna spoil, but Kevin Hart as Arnold Jackson, oh my gosh, and John Lithgow is Mr. Drummond, and, Willis, as in, of course, he said, "What you talking about, Willis?" Willis was played by, Damon Wayans. So good. Yeah, and maybe it's not your scene, and but I just want you to know if you enjoyed those shows back in the day and you like any of these stars, I don't know, I think these are really fun. Yeah, all right. We'll check in with Coop to see if he watched it, but I'm guessing no because and Sadie never reported back. So, how dare you? How dare you not do everything I say? Okay, let's see. Um, oh, and one more show that I found kind of like comfort food, kind of like the Great British Baking Show, but American. And I'm resistant to American baking shows because I just always feel like there's going to be if it's American, I feel like there's gonna be more competition and more ugliness, but this one is called Bacon It, and it's hosted by Andy Samberg and Queen Maya Rudolph, who I just love. She can just do anything and I'll be happy, so anyway, okay, good stuff, and once again, for those of you who missed it, my show today is sponsored by Wouldn't It Be Nice? Purveyors of fine quality wooden furniture. Okay, well, the crowds just don't seem to be here, but thanks to the 3 people who are watching, and, yeah, and maybe people are just not feeling it today, which is funny because when I don't invite people, usually there's the most people. This time I invited just about everybody and got more responses of, "Yeah, I'll be there," and no, just how it works, but I'm not bitter. Okay, yeah, I thought I'd mention I'm feeling more and more excited about my book. Um, yeah, which is good because as I've mentioned many times and I write about in my book how fucking torture it is to write. Yeah, Yvonne, I know you know what I'm talking about. Um, yeah, but thank God for my writing group. Oh my God, thank God for the ladies in my writing group. Um, Yeah, they just make everything better. Blah, 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 blah. And another thing I just would throw out there, if I am throwing out there, yeah, I feel tired, like I need to take a nap already, and it's like 11 in the morning. So, but I'm starting to play with drinking a little bentonite clay. Um, The thing I just read said it's very absorbent, but probably because they didn't want to describe the word adsorbent. So it can like add to it. So each little molecule or whatever the right word is of bentonite clay can hold like up to 100 times its own weight in junk. And so it helps to, it doesn't get digested by your body. You definitely need to drink some water. But you drink this clay and it tastes fine. It just tastes like water, just takes a while to mix up in the water. But it helps pull out all kinds of toxins. And one of the things I was reading about today is how it pulls out plastic particles. Um, yeah, and plastic, oof, not good. Not part of how our human bodies are supposed to be constructed. Anyway, blah blah blah. I'm playing with bentonite clay. That's right. Okay, well, that's all the exciting stuff I have written down. Let's bring on Coop, uh, so he can add to the excitement. Okay, Coop. Oh, okay. Give me just a second. Oh, before we get to that, it's 11:11, and so if you wanna stop and take advantage of this lovely time of day, it's 11:11. I know, Mimi, it's not 11:11 for you, but you can just absorb. You're from California, you get it. Um, let's take a moment and have a moment of zen. I'm going to be quiet and make a wish. Okay, so, alright. Okay, so let me get to this. Sorry for the delay. Excuse me. Okay, this is really important.
Ooh, ooh, we're catching up with Koop.
Catching up with Koop. Yeah. Okay, so without further ado, hey Coop.
Again, the best part about that is the yeah at the end, and it's just
I know, right?
not even it's a split second hesitation that just makes you wait. That's the little hook. I love it. I love it. It's perfect.
Oh, good. That's the part I always think I need to redo, which I never do. So,
No,
yay.
you're waiting for it. You think it's not going to come, then it comes.
Well, it's kind of like, let's share the graphic here. The new emergency services
Right.
number. 0118998819991197253. Yeah. It's that little delay that just
With three at
makes it
the end, yes.
special. Ah, so before we got on the call. Oh, and as of course Mimi pointed out, are the dogs saying like, "Oh no, we don't like that song."
Aries, well, it's really really windy outside today. So I think Aries thinks he hears somebody outside, so he's warning me that there's a person around. Yeah.
So they get a little weird about the wind.
He's a little worried about people. Just, I mean, if a FedEx guy walks by our window to deliver a package, or you can even hear the garbage truck, or when the garbage come, he goes nuts.
Oh.
So yeah, just he's always been that way. I mean, used to be our neighbor opened their garage door, bark bark. You know, I know what's going on. So late at night, our neighbors come home every night at 10:30. I don't know where they go, but every night at 10:30, come home, he barks. So yeah,
It's part of his shtick.
It is. So no, and right now, like the wind's blowing and there's air coming under the door, like when the gardener comes and blows the blower. So he's like over there. He thinks the gardener's here, I think.
And hello to fourth set of eyeballs that are watching. If you want to identify yourself, that'd be great. You don't have to. You were telling me that you saw. I don't know what the term is. Is it a flock or a gaggle or of wild turkeys?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I live about, let's see, 1, 2, 3 blocks from the front gate of what they call the El Manto American River access. So El Manto is the name of the street. It ends at a gate.
Okay.
There's, about another maybe not even a quarter mile to the actual river. So dogs and I walk down there a lot, and there's deer, there's wild turkey we've seen before. I've even seen coyote. that kind of thing. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So close to everything, but yeah, this morning we went out for a walk, and right, we're out front. There's a corner. We walked down our corner. We walked this big loop. We came back to the corner, and there's about 20 wild turkey on someone's front lawn, like on my front lawn. I mean, really 100 feet away. So that was kind of cool. Of course, the dogs went crazy, and the people they started to walk out in the middle of the street. They blocked the traffic. There's a school, I don't know, like a mile away. So yeah, it was just. So I got some pictures, and I don't know if they're turkey. I don't know. Is it a gaggle of turkeys? I don't know. I don't know if their turkey house got flooded out, or it's just really nasty out there. It's weird to see them so far from home, but that was kind of a nice little Monday surprise. So yeah.
Well, did they make any noise?
No, there's no gobbling or anything like that.
Oh.
They eventually started to kind of. They're in the middle of the street, so I walked the dogs up one side of the street to kind of force them out of the middle of the road, and they kind of were like running like ostriches, but they didn't make any noises.
Oh, well, I don't know if I've ever dazzled you with my one of my animal impressions is a turkey. Here we go.
Please. Wow, that's pretty good. I mean, that's not like a human impression of a turkey. That's like really like you like go hunting.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a hunter.
How long did you practice that to hone your
Oh, I've just done it for as long as I can remember. I don't know if I was dazzling people back in college when we first knew each other.
Yeah, some people have weird talents. Like Brock can make some weird noises with his mouth too that I can't make. So I don't know. People they find their little niche.
Dave and I were watching this documentary that Kevin Pollak made.
Oh, okay.
The actor he made, and it's called Misery Loves Comedy. And so basically it's him just interviewing a whole bunch of funny people he has different questions for them.
Yeah, see, he's famous. I remember him back in the 80s, like in the Bay Area. There was a radio show, Alex Bennett in the morning.
Mm-hmm,
and he used to have stand-up comics on, and Kevin Pollak was a stand-up comic before he was a famous actor. Yeah. So I remember him from back then. So yeah, I'm interested what his take would be on comedy. But didn't he get caught up in that I don't know. Didn't he try to be kind of a dick?
Are you thinking of Kevin Spacey?
Huh?
Are you thinking of Kevin Spacey?
Oh, yes. Kevin Spacey. There we go. Yes.
Yeah. Don't mix up your Kevins. And hi, Jennifer. I'm glad you're here. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, but it's like an hour and a half. And after a while, it's kind of, I get bored easily. But one of the people they interviewed was the elusive, like I never see this guy in interviews, and I love him so much. Right? Is Christopher Guest, Nigel Tufnell from Spinal Tap, etc. And he talked about like being in school, and like I don't know if it was grade school or what school it was, but he had this ability to just kind of make this sound, like maybe because he was trying to be a ventriloquist. Maybe it's a ventriloquist trick, and he could just make this weird sound where you can't tell it's coming from him. And he's like, oh, I'll see if I can still do this. And he did it in this documentary. It's kind of worth watching just for that. We were laughing so hard because it's like he's like, and it's like and the teacher would be confused and not know where it's coming from. And oh my God, things like that make me so happy. There's a guy, is it Steve Coogan? No, it's the guy that he makes movies with. Man in a Box. Like, oh, never mind. I'll share it next time. Why am I trying to bring up things that I can't think of the names of people? Oh, names. Yeah. So
hey, to answer your question, I did not watch that show because I got rid of my Hulu. I got rid of Hulu and Netflix. I never watched it. Hulu used to have Comedy Central and Adult Swim. They used to have all my favorite comedy shows on, and they most of it it's all on HBO Max now. So I have HBO. I was
gonna say, I bet it's on HBO Max. Yeah, we have way too many of those things, and it's like, oh, it's only this much a month, and then it's like, well, if you have 5 or 6 of them,
yeah, exactly.
It's like we got rid of our dish or whatever we had because it was so expensive, and yeah, together is probably more than we were paying before.
Yeah,
But
see, it
it's
was
really
used to be back in the day. It was like just Netflix. It was all that's all that there was. So you had one subscription, and all the shows were on it. And then Hulu came. Hulu's like Hulu got made by the TV companies. It's a partnership of the TV to more episodic streaming of their content. So that got started. And now I'm not sure where HBO Max came from, but they have they just have a ton of crap on there now. And I have Amazon Prime, and I got more videos I can watch. So
I
plus I have
know.
cable. And I just put on. I'm like almost a 24-hour a day Comedy Central house. I just put it on, leave it in the background. It's South Park and The Office almost all day. And I have to listen to it. Last night I listened to like I don't know 6 episodes of Seinfeld. And I couldn't tell I hit all his girlfriends by their voices. I saw later on, but one of them was Monica and Friends, Courtney Cox. So it's the kind of game I play. I listen to a lot of TV and try to guess who the guest stars are by their voices.
Yeah, I have the TV on way too much. I guess whatever.
Yeah, just for me in the background because I'm
Yeah. I don't end up watching. Like Dave will say, like, well, what happened? I'm like, I'm not really watching for content. It's more of just a feeling in the background that just kind of keeps me steadier, right or wrong. Oh, kisses. And hi, Erica. Erica says, hi, Colleen, and hi, Koop.
Hi guys.
Anyway, all right. So, lots of kisses. So that's okay.
Yeah, she'll go for as long as I let her, pretty much. She likes to give.
So, what are their names again? Aries and what?
Aries is the boy. That was Allie. Allie's the girl.
Allie.
Allie. She likes
names.
Her for Alaska. Bria
really?
named her. Yeah, originally Bria wanted to say, I want a girl dog because we already had. It was me and Brock and our cat Pumpkin was a boy, and Aries was a boy, and then so Bria said we need a girl dog to even up the girls, and I want to name her Sierra. But then we got her, and she Bria named her Alaska.
I've been to Alaska.
Yeah, me too.
Look at me.
I was in Alaska like a week before Thanksgiving, so it was like November. It was like light from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. That was it. I mean, it was weird driving around at like 9:03 in the morning and dark, like full on dark, street lights and kids going to school, and then 3 o'clock in the afternoon, dark.
I went there. I went there a million years ago to visit a boyfriend of mine who was in the Air Force, and he was stationed in North Pole, Alaska. And I got there. And what's that?
Is that how far from Anchorage is that?
I'm trying to remember. This is a long time ago, and much drinking happened there.
Like half the state lives in Anchorage.
Well, I think I landed in Anchorage and then maybe took another flight there, or maybe he picked me up from Anchorage. I don't know. I just remember walking in the airport, like trying to get a connecting flight in Alaska, and usually it'd be like at LAX or any airport. I'm like hauling ass like to get there, and everyone else there was like do 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 do. I was in my early to mid 20s, and I remember like looking back now, it's like, oh, it was like all men, because like at the time anyway, there was a woman shortage in Alaska, and there were all these magazines like Alaskan men looking for women.
Oh, it was like 6 or 7 to 1. Because I did a demographic study part of my job, so I was there.
Oh, right.
It was 7 men for every 1 woman. They're not even close to half because of the pipeline and I mean, it was like, it's way.
I felt like I felt like they were all looking at me. And so I went into the bathroom because I'm like, what is wrong? Like, what is everyone staring at? Yeah. Oh, it's because I'm female. And I was
like, 7 to 1. 7 to 1.
And then later that night, my boyfriend and I broke up, and I told him a life with him would be a slow, miserable death, I think is what I said. And he agreed.
All the way to Alaska, I told him that.
Yeah. And so what did we do? We spent the rest of my time there. Who cares? Drinking and fucking.
Drinking and
right. Yeah. Yeah. Remember we went to a porn store for some reason. And
you went to where?
A porn shop. and
Okay.
it's in the middle of nowhere. It's like there was so much nowhere there and so many skinny trees close together. And I remember this boyfriend said at the time, and he's a really cool guy. I'm sure he still is. And he said like, oh, he would spend time thinking about like, oh, how could I kill somebody without ever being found? Like, how could I like he would never do that, but for some reason he just like said that. And I'm like, being at that porn shop at night, like, oh yeah, there's like nobody around. I bet it'd be super easy to hurt somebody and not be found in Alaska.
Yeah. Just hasn't disappeared. Just gone.
Yeah. Oh, we played a lot of pool too. Pooling, drinking, fucking. And
You find
yeah,
a lot more to do there. There's really, I mean, yeah. It's when it's dark, I mean, almost all
it was
day.
fall. It was fall when I went, so it was fairly normal. And I remember the tap water was very crisp. Anyway, good memories. Um,
Yeah.
But I remember, I'm sure I was hungover coming home, and I remember wanting to kiss the ground of California when I got back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
California's got its problems. It's like, yeah, I just fucked up. But where would I rather go?
yeah. And don't worry, for the next few years after that, if he was in town, if he came to Sacramento and neither of us were dating somebody,
And I remember,
we
I
still
don't
got
know,
our
I
business
never met
taken
him.
care
I
of.
don't even remember his name, but I remember you talking about your Air Force friend in
Yeah, he's
Alaska.
super cool. Like I have very good memories of him. And yeah, we weren't meant to be together. And he wasn't a great communicator, and I'm sure I was no prize either. So whatever. Yeah, but at least I've been to Alaska. I remember I got a really nice coat from Eddie Bauer that I was really proud of for the trip.
Yeah,
Good story, bruh. All right. Do you want to stick around while I'm doing the energy healing?
sure.
It's totally up to you. Like, no feelings hurt either way.
Um, I'm gonna stay on the show, but I don't need to be seen to do that.
Okay.
I
Well,
think I'm
maybe
kind of
I'll
a
bring you back
distraction.
on.
Okay,
So,
yeah, yeah.
goodbye to
I'll put
you.
you back on and say goodbye. That sounds good.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. See you in a while. All right. So let's share some stuff. So just in case um you're interested, I have information that's valuable, dare I say, and videos and whatnot, or you can sign up to be notified about my book as it's being created. And if you're ever interested in a session, you can always check out my website, energyhealingwithcolleen.com. Um, yeah. And, we're coming up on yet another holiday. Well, it's holiday season. And I think people are just kind of generally, not everybody, but en masse. Is that how you say it? I think there's a little, everyone's just having to tread through extra stuff, with the pandemic, and wherever you are with the vaccinations or not vaccinated or showing up to work and having to wear a mask or whatever. There's just extra, extra, extra. Um, yeah. So that being said, if I can ever be of help to you in clearing out some of the extra, extra stuff that is not related to the pandemic, but might be getting triggered for you, send me a message on my website, or you can send me a message on Messenger or Facebook, or if you have my phone number, send me a text. Yeah. So, um, yeah. What else did I want to say? I had a pretty good week energetically. Um, Especially, I had a really nice weekend. And I had a nice Friday. Thanks again to my writing group. Um, yeah, and it was like refreshing to have a few days off with my husband where I wasn't like in the pit of despair. Because I know, he I hate to be any part of bringing him down. I mean, he's in charge of himself and whatever. And if anything gets triggered for him, well, that's his business. And yeah, but it was like over Thanksgiving weekend, it was kind of hard. So that was like 4 days off where I wasn't feeling great. And that's, ugh. I like to have fun, and I am no fun at all when I'm down. And as I've said before, if it wasn't for my energy work and the support I have, Yeah, I don't know. Not sure I'd still be here. Just saying. I'm not gonna cry yet. So here's hoping I don't have to cry during my show today. Yeah, less people watching than usual, and I shouldn't be tripping on that, but okay. Um, yeah, I very much appreciate the people watching. Yeah. But as I promise, no matter what, I'm going to show up every Monday at 11. Um, yeah. Okay. So, oh, lost somebody. That's too much whining. Um, yeah, whatever. Welcome to me. I even write about it in my book of like sometimes you just have to bear with me and allow me my little tantrums so that I can move forward. Sometimes I have to do that during a session because I'll get all frustrated and I have to have my little tantrum and then I get it all out into the open and then I'm able to move forward. Um, what does Erica say? Erica says it's the holiday season and people are super busy. It has nothing to do with you. We love you, lady. Aw, thank you. That really helps me, Erica. Yeah, and it's yeah, and maybe I let it be an ego thing. Like this show is not meant to be an ego thing for me and but I am a fucking person. A fucking person, she says with love to herself. Yeah. Anyway, but thank you. I appreciate the support. Okay, so let's do some healing. So how about we start let's do a grounding. So if you're playing along, pick a chakra, any chakra. I'm picking my heart because I'm always working on coming from my heart. Well, I come from my heart all the fucking time, it feels like, but I do get a little. Okay, why am I trying to explain this? Anyway, I'm choosing my heart chakra. You choose whatever chakra you'd like. And here we go. So I am filling up my heart space with that beautiful green light energy of my heart chakra. And I'm setting that energy down, 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 down into beautiful Gaia, sharing my energy with hers, picking up some of her energy, bringing it up through me, opening up my crown chakra and allowing cosmic energy to flow through. And then I see all of us as an interface between heaven and earth. Okay, so that being said, okay. And Jennifer says, remember, they will and can come back to it later. I know. Thank you, Jennifer, for the reminder. You're amazing. Aw, stop looking at the numbers. I know, right? Like, what an asshole to like not just look at the numbers, but talk about it. Yeah, I can be a supreme asshole just like any other human on the planet. Oh my God, we've already been at this for over a half hour. Time flies. Okay, so let's just put it out there for anybody watching now or in the future. We're summoning all the dead people that are ready to move on to the light with no questions asked. Yeah, any dead people or stuck souls that are here in the call and are ready and just need an escort or an exit strategy to the light. Um, I'm your gal right now. So, do we have some dead people ready to move on to the light? We sure do. Okay, are they all ready to move on? Yes. Would Jesus be the best escort? Yep. Jesus, are you ready? Yep. In fact, I think this is what I'm going to write about today for my book is my take on releasing stuck souls. Um, yeah. Anyway, so give us a moment and Jesus is going to open the door to the light is kind of how I see it. Here we go. Okay. So, all right, Jesus, did we successfully release these dead people to the light? Yep. Okay. Thank you, Jesus. So, it's safe and appropriate to work with the group today? Nope. Okay. Well, bye. Have a good day. All right. So, is there something we can do to make it safe? Okay. That's a yes. All right. Is there something blocking us from No? Okay. But there is something energetic we can do? Yeah. Okay. And for those of you who want to see the pendulum, um, okay, so there's something we can do. Yes, this is on my master menu. No, this is on my newer menu. Yes. Okay. And it's funny. This goes through my head, and I think I've even mentioned this before, so bear with me. And Coop, I'm sure you'll appreciate this. And if you don't, I'm gonna hurt you. Just kidding. Just kidding. But anytime I say my newer menu, because I need to fucking get on my computer and clean up my charts. Yeah, so I have a newer menu, but whenever I say my newer menu, I always think of George Costanza on a date and awkwardly talking about the word manure and how it's made up of ma and newer and how those things are good or something. So ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway, now that we've cleared that up, let's get to my manure menu. Shout out to George Costanza of Vandalay Industries. I believe he's an importer and exporter. That's right, Vandalay Industries. Um, okay, so we're going to do some mystery work to clean this up. Oh, we are. Okay, so when it shows up or resonates as mystery work, that just means I go in and do whatever shows up. It's a mystery because it's not on my in my all my little neat and tidy categories to check in on. So, mystery work. So do we need any more conscious information about this? No. So are we ready to go in and do this mystery work? Yes. Okay, this is safe and appropriate from the light. Yep. Are we ready? Yep. All right, give me a moment. And if, as I always tell a client when I'm working on them and mystery work shows up, I always say the same thing. If anything coherent shows up that I can easily describe, great, I'll describe it. Otherwise, I'll just make sure we're done and we'll move on. Okay, give me a moment. Ooh, 5 eyeballs. Very exciting. Okay. Okay, Jennifer. Every time I look now, I'm thinking of you. Don't judge me, Jennifer. Please don't judge me. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do some mystery work. Here we go. Hmm. Okay, so let's just check in on. I didn't do any work, but I saw something, and always I am checking in. Hi, Chip. Thanks for being here. Um, I'm. Oh, what was I going to say? Okay, so um, okay, so what I saw, let's just check because yeah. So I have an active imagination just like any other human, and so I'm always concerned about deciphering between, okay, was that just me making something up or is that a hit I got on something? So let's check and see. So what I thought I saw was a dark being that's stopping us from working. Oh, okay. I get a yes on that. All right, let's see what's happening with this dark being. Aw, Jennifer, you're so awesome. Like, you're just awesome. And I'll just tell you, Jennifer, live, you usually post pictures with you and your children or your children, but I know you just posted a picture with you and your husband, and you guys are just so cute. And I love seeing you with your love as well. Just saying. And that's a thing a lot. Like on Christmas cards or people often just show their children, and that's great. Um, I guess. But I want to see the partnership. That's what makes me happy. I love seeing the kids too, don't get me wrong. Um, oh, and my best friend is about to be a grandma. Just saying. Very exciting. Um, yeah. Yeah, and as of course, when I was congratulating her, they found they're gonna have a boy. Um, and I told Sadie, "Of course, we are entirely too young to be saying the word grandma." Um, Jennifer says her love hates pictures. He's very handsome. I don't know why he doesn't like pictures. Well, I used to hate pictures. Oh my gosh. And speaking of pictures, I think did I put this one on? I just want to see. Oh, maybe not. All right. David has been kind of obsessed, not obsessed, but with a picture of me from when I was a kid. And I'm like dressed like Batman or something. And he just loves it so much. But anyway, but here is just a random picture just because I don't know why I'm distracting everybody from the fact that we need to release a dark soul. Um, okay. But this is just a random picture I came across. And if you're looking at this on your phone, you probably can't even see what I'm doing, but I'm wearing those super sexy, nerdy glasses. But I am using a blowtorch to, what was it called? Fire anodize? Was that what it was called? A pendulum. And it would make them these really super cool, like kind of psychedelic colors. Yeah, back when I was making my pendulums, which was a super fun project. And just another picture, just because, and I'm thinking of putting this on the back of a T-shirt for my best friend Sadie. Um, it's a picture from look at us classy bitches, and I'm sure we had drinks. We were in Hawaii, and I think we were being served. I think it was like, was it three of us girls and my husband Jim at the time, and he was our cabana boy, and he was amazing. He was such a great servant for us. Thanks. Shout out to Jim. I hope you are having a lovely holiday season with your family. Um, yeah. Oh my God. Look how young I am. Oh my gosh. Wow. So much smoking, so much flipping off. I have so many pictures of me and Sadie drinking, smoking, and flipping off the camera. Yeah. So anyway, let's get to that dark being. Um, okay. Oh shit, I have 5 comments. Okay. Um, well, first of all, oh, Jennifer says she loves seeing the pictures behind me. It makes her laugh all the time. Well, thank you, Jennifer. And Mary is says, "Hi, Colleen. Sorry, she's late." Okay, well, I'll forgive you this time, Mary. Um, yeah. Anyway, oh, hi, Roy. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so let's check out this dark being. So there's somebody dark that's preventing us. So what I was getting before, just a reminder, a recap after all my babbling, I got that it wasn't safe to work on the group. Yeah. So after doing some mystery work, I got that there is a dark somebody. So let's see who he or she is attached to. So this so there is a dark being preventing us from moving forward. Yes. This is a male. Yes. This is a female. No. Okay, so this male dark being is primarily interested in me. No. Primarily interested in somebody watching. No. Somebody connected to somebody watching. Yes. Okay. Well, just to make it a little bit more difficult. So this is connected to somebody in the world of a female viewer. No. Oh, I think that leaves one person. Unless, so I'll check a few. So is this connected to Art in case Art's watching with Erica now? Um, this is connected to somebody in Roy's world. Roy's world, Roy's world. Okay. I'm a dork. Check it out. Okay, Roy. So somebody in your world. Okay. So this is a family member of yours, Roy. Okay. Do we have to know more than that? Nope. Okay. And Roy, if you want any details, we can always hash that out later. But let's just see. So this is a female family member? No, a male family member. Male family member. So yeah. But I get that we don't have to know who it is in order to clear it. Or him. So this dark being connected to a male family member of Roy's. Are they interested in my help in returning to grace? Yeah. Okay. And Roy's giving the thumbs up. So thank you, Roy. Yeah. So so he is interested in my help in returning to grace, thereby disengaging from this mysterious male family member of Roy's. And and I'm just being playful, but also getting the fuck out of our way so we can do some work for the group. Um, yeah. So, so he's interested in my help in returning to grace. Yes. Is there something energetic for us to do for him? Yes. This is on my master menu. No. This is on my newer menu. No. This is one of those hidden ancestral vows. Yes. Okay. The hidden ancestral vows, cleaning up different resonances of stuff that we bring forward through from our ancestors. Um, I kind of think of it like, you might just be raised. So we're all raised in a family, and I believe our parents mostly did their best. I think most people do their best with what they're given. Um, and there might be weird things in your family, like, well, that's just the way we've always done it. And it's like when you don't question these things over time, gross. Yeah, anyway, in a word, gross. That's my professional opinion. Um, yeah, so this is on page 1. No. So on page 2, yes, in an odd, I'm sorry, this is a facilitating hidden ancestral vow. No, this is an awakening hidden ancestral vow. Okay. This is opening transformation. Yep. Okay. So this opening transformation hidden ancestral vow is for Roy's relative. No, this is just for the dark male being. Yeah. Okay. So it's safe and appropriate, and he's willing to be released from this. Yes. This is from the light. Are we ready? Yes. Give me a moment. Okay. So do we successfully clear this for this dark being? Yes. Okay. He comes from the light. No, there's something else he needs in order to return to the light. Yeah. Okay, this is on my master menu. No, this is on my newer menu. No, this is another hidden ancestral vow. It sure is. This is in page 1. No, this is in page 2. Okay, page 2 again. This is a facilitating hidden ancestral vow. Yeah. This is toxic technology. Yes. Okay. Are we ready? Is he ready to be released from this? Yes. Is this also for the male relative of Roy's? No. Okay, it's safe and appropriate from the light to go ahead and clear this room. Yep. Okay, give me a moment. Okay. All right. So, did we successfully clear that for this dark being? Yes. Okay. Is he still from the dark? No. Does he come from the light? Yeah. Okay. I think he needs a little something. I'm not convinced enough. So, is there something else we can do for him? Yes. This is on my master menu. No, this is on my newer menu. Yes. Okay. Do we need to mend a vulnerability in his energy field? No. Is there curse, spell, or voodoo energy? It was so cool. Voodoo energy came up this weekend when I was doing a session for somebody. Um, yeah. Um, okay. But I digress. It's a shared chakra. No. Is this a shattered energy field? Yeah. Okay. So, is this dark being ready and willing for me to go ahead and witness his shattered energy field into coherence? Yes. This is safe and appropriate from the light. Yes. Are we ready? Yes. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay. So, did we successfully witness his shattered energy field into coherence? We did. Okay. He comes from the light. He comes from the light. He comes from the light. Yep. He comes from the dark. Nope. Okay, good. So, we're complete with this dark being who was connected to a male relative of Roy's. Yay. Congratulations, mystery uh, male relative of Roy's. Okay. So, my name is Colleen. Yes. It's safe and appropriate to check the group energetically. Yes. All right. So, first thing for the group, it's on my master menu. No. It's on my newer menu. No. It's a hidden ancestral vow. It sure is. Okay. Yeah. These show up a lot. All right. So, this is on page 1. No. This is on page 2. No. This is on page 3. Yes. Okay. Roy says, woohoo and thanks. And thanks for your comments, Roy. I'm glad you're here. Okay. So this is on page 3. Okay, so this is a family hidden ancestral vow. Yes. This is deficiency unlocking, demystifying replenishing. No. Demystifying support. Yes. Okay. So this is for the entire group watching. No. Okay. Is there somebody we need to leave out? No. Okay. My name is Colleen. No. Okay. Well, we'll have to come back to that. So I'm testing as someone else. Ooh, I am. Okay. I'm testing as a human on the planet. No. I'm testing as one of these guys. Oh, that's a yes. So not from this planet. And if that's too weird for you, well, then I'm probably a little too weird for you. Yeah. And if anybody watching, well, I don't think anybody watching is under the impression that we on this big blue marble or this little blue marble that we live on, that we're the only life. And as I always like to say, that we are not the sharpest tools in the intergalactic shed on this planet. Okay. And I say that with love and compassion for all of us. Yeah, in our meat suits, trying to get through this life thing. Yeah, so let's see who it is. Is this somebody I already know? Yep. Okay, this is a male. Yep. This is a female. Nope. Okay, is this Lon? No. Is this Hall? Hall. Oh. So when I first started doing energy work, I would mix in a little bit of energy work by using muscle testing before working on chiropractic patients. When Dave and I first joined this brand new practice in San Diego, it was us and a bunch of acupuncturists and massage therapists. Um, yeah, and I would test people and I would muscle test them and I'd have them say, my name is whatever their name is. And if they went weak on that, that meant they weren't testing as themselves. And if you're doing this kind of work, I kind of see this as it's an opening to allow, it's just another way to allow for communication between those in non physical form and us. I don't know if that explains it very well. It's hard to explain this shit, I'm not gonna lie. And then writing about it, okay. Yeah. So, and when this first started happening, I got that it turned out there were 3, they identified themselves as not from this planet, and they were like kind of a team. And after a lot of sessions with a lot of people, the picture started to flesh out, and I got that there were 3 of them, 2 males and a female. And so I just assigned them names because I didn't know like what to do. Just in case they showed up again, like, okay, oh, this is Fred again. So I called them Fred, Susie, and Terry. And then over time, they each revealed their names, what they wanted to be called, uh, in all kinds of interesting ways that you just can't make this shit up. Lon gave me his name, but Terry came from a client. It's a whole story. And Susie, I've talked about before, was revealed to me by somebody participating in Art and Erica's show they were doing uh, back in the day. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So Terry doesn't show up as much as the others, and especially now. I mean, this has been a lot of years, but nice to know that Terry's still with us. So, okay, so Terry, so my name is Terry. Yes, Terry, do you need me to test as you? No. Okay, so my name is Colleen, but Yes. So Terry, you're with us? Yeah. Okay. So Terry, you come from the light, you come from the light, you come from the light. Yep. Okay. You come from the dark. No. Okay. So Terry, do you have something for the group? You do. Okay. Is it on any of my menus? No. So this is what I would describe as Terry specific. Yes. Okay. So Terry's going to do some magic for us. Can you give us a hint as to the flavor of this work you're going to do for us? Yes. Okay. Is there a word in my binder that would give us an idea? Yes. This is easiest found to the left of my divider. Yes. Okay. Yep, that's right. I have my binder of work over the years with one divider in the middle to at least cut it in half. Um, okay, so it's somewhere on this left side of the page. It is. Okay, is this one of my filler words? Okay, let's see what our winner is to get some Terry specific. My understanding is these guys are Fred, Susie, and Terry are tall grays. And I know Dave and I went to some crazy presentation by some nut job talking about ETs, and it was very, very black and white. And it's like all grays are bad and look like super freaky aliens, and all good ETs. He showed a picture that looked just like Denise Richards. I'm not fucking kidding. Crazy. But anyway, and what Lon or Terry or Susie back in the day, what they told me at the time when I was like hearing stuff like this, like, oh, all grays are bad, and basically he gave me the message of like, yeah, that's like saying all humans are bad. Like that's just fucked up. Like we're not all the same. Anywho, and they've been nothing but helpful to me in my life ever since I met them. And if you watch my show long enough, you know that when Lon shows up, I pretty much immediately burst into tears of joy because I just love him so much. Anyway, so let's see what Terry has for us. So it's a word. The word that resonates with the work he's going to do is in column A of this sheet of paper I'm looking at. Yep. Okay, in an odd numbered row? No. In row 2? Ooh, unraveling. So, Terry, you mean this in the best possible ways, like unraveling something ugly, right? Um, or, I immediately where I go is like sometimes things have to be deconstructed in order to be built properly. Um, yeah, I'm sure there's a better way I can say it, and I'm just telling myself right now I'm not gonna beat myself up after I hang up with the show about it, because I don't beat myself up over after my show or any sessions anymore. Um, yeah, because it's just a fucking waste of time, and it's so easy to just remember like, "Oh, fuck, did I forget to say that one thing? Because 'Cause I'm always meandering, and it's just like, "Welcome to me." And yes, I am very left-handed. Um, as my ex-boyfriend, Jim Phillips used to say that, oh, there she goes, exiting the freeway without signaling again. Anyway, so blah, blah, blah. So Terry, so we've got the vibe of what you're going to do for us. Yes. And this is safe and appropriate for all of us and from the light. Yep. Okay. Are we ready? Yes. And would you like my assistance? Oh, he would. Okay, cool. Do I need any conscious information about this? Nope. Okay, so we are ready. And if you're playing, just sit quietly, or you can't do it wrong. So do you? That's all you got to do. So give us a moment. Okay. So Terry, did you finish this work? Yes. Okay. Do you have anything else for us right now? Nope. Okay, Terry. Anything I can do for you? Nope. Are you well? Are you well? Yeah. Okay. So anything to do for you? Nope. Okay. So Terry, are we complete? Yes. Okay. Cool. Thanks, Terry. Okay. So, is there something else to do for the group right now? Yes. This is on my master menu. No. This is on my newer menu. No. We're going to do another hidden ancestral vow. We are. Okay. All right. So, this is on page 1. It is. Okay. This is a regular straight up vow. No. A family vow. No. A hidden family vow. Ooh, okay. And this is for the group. Yes. Okay. This is in column A. No. In column B. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. 7. Ooh. Dun dun dun. Family hidden family vow of revenge. Okay. Wow. All right. But if it shows up, that's what I do. So, okay. It's safe and appropriate to go ahead and clear this for whoever it's appropriate for in the group. Yep. Anything else we need to know about this? Nope. Okay. So we are ready. And this is safe and appropriate from the light. Okay. Let's go ahead and close your eyes if you want to. Sit quietly and receive if it's for you. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Did we successfully clear this vow of revenge for whoever needed it? Yep. Okay. Cool. Um, so so I'm just going to show, I don't know who this person is. Hi, Mosa, if I'm saying your name right. Recovering your lost relationship is now easy with the help of Dr. Landy, who brought back my ex-lover. Um, okay. Is this an ad? Okay. All right. Well, thanks for playing, Mosa. Yeah. So anyway, let's just see. So is there anything else energetic to do for the group? No. So we're complete with the group? Yes. Okay. Um, so and one thing I did want to say, yeah, spam, right? Um, Mary says spam. Spam, sausage and spam is what I'm hoping for, and I've never tried spam. Yeah, and maybe I'll brag about the carrot cake, the gluten-free, grain-free, sugar-free carrot cake I just made recently for Dave's birthday, Dave's 60th birthday, and I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking amazing. That's why I'm mentioning it. Anyway, I'm not a big cake maker, so yay me. All right. So let's just bring Coop back on for a moment. Um, okay. So Coop, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you everybody
Yeah,
for
I must say, can you tell I've been crying? That really just hit me. That in good tears, not I wouldn't say tears of joy. I'm not, although I am smiling, but like I don't know, whatever you just did, it just yeah, woo, I felt it. So
wow,
yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, I see all of this
good.
as creating energetic openings for whatever people need. And yeah. Well, thank
Yeah,
you, Coop,
no,
for being you. And
yeah,
oh, I'm just going to share this in case I haven't shown it yet. But this is really what I believe. And Coop, I think you just embody the fuck out of this. Vulnerability is the new sexy. Pass it
okay.
on.
All
Yeah,
right then.
vulnerability, it really is a big deal. Like I'm listening to a book right now and I've actually talked to this person. I'm like, ooh, she's an author. Yeah, and she's so vulnerable. She's a black woman and shares her experience. And she's just such a lovely person. And I just so admire her vulnerability and putting herself out there. And same goes to you, Coop. I wish more men could be as open as you,
I do
because you're
too.
you're a very masculine person, and it's like you're in touch with your feminine side, and I think that's what everyone should be, is because we're a combination of both. Um, Yeah, and I just think you're fucking amazing, and I'm so glad we're friends, and thanks for being on my show again, and I hope you're
Likewise.
here next week. And thank you everybody who's watching. I appreciate you all. And I'm just gonna say it. I don't think any of us hear it enough, or most of us don't hear it enough, but I love you. I love you all, truly.
You love me
Anyway,
too. That's for sure.
now that we're all crying, at least Coop and I, thank you so much
All
for
right.
showing up, and I hope to see you next week. And Mary says, "Hi, Coop."
Hi.
Oh, there
Hi.
it is. Hi, Coop.
Love that picture.
I know, right? She's not an aviator, but I forget the story with that,
I was in
Mary.
a helicopter once too. It was really cool. It's fun. Everybody
Oh,
should go in a helicopter once at least.
awesome. Okay, everybody, see you next week. And if I can be of
All right.
any service, please, please, please let me know. Energyhealingwithcolleen.com. And if anybody wants a mini session and they mention this show, I'll give it to you for $50 instead of 75, if that makes any difference to you. Anyway, see you later. I love you all.
Bye, everybody. See you next
Bye.
Monday.
Bye.
Bye.